Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Stephen the Jupiterian here with the forecast for the month of April, which begins tomorrow, April 1st. I'm making this on the 31st of March. Um, yes, I know I'm late and had some other things to do going on around here, but I'm back and for ready for sharing some more info on this planets above us. So I'm going to just pull up two charts. First, I'm going to pull up this one from astro.com, and this is for April 1st. And yes, it'll be April Fool's Day. So don't be a fool and think that tomorrow is the first of the year. Although the new year was when the sun moved into Aries a week ago or so, since we have the sun at 11 degrees of Aries tomorrow at midnight in San Francisco, California. The moon will be in Leo and the ascendant is in Sagittarius. So it's very spiritual feeling. Well, actually, at midnight, if you're still awake, you may be feeling very Jupiterian. And we have Jupiter in Aries, which is close to the sun, and that will be conjunct. They will be in a conjunction on the 11th of April. They're close together already, but let's see. Oops. See that Jupiter is at 19 degrees. So when when the sun moves to 19 degrees in Aries, it'll be conjunct, and that'll be on the 11th. That'll be in a week and a couple days on the 11th, in 11 days. And let's see. So this will be, if you're Sagittarius rising, this will be occurring in your fifth house in your whole sign house system, using the whole sign house system. That's what I use, whole sign house system. And we have Saturn in the fourth house of Pisces, of home, foundation, your roots, and could be real estate too, but yeah. And then we have Mars in Cancer in these are decans with Mars, then goes to Jupiter. So Mars is in its home decan, or the moon. I think these are the moon decan, but this is the face. Yeah. Which I will go over. If you don't understand what decan or face and all that means, I will do a separate video on that. And so yes, that's, And we have these, Venus is conjunct Uranus. Also, South Node is almost at the end, almost at, well, the beginning, but it goes backwards. It'll be going into Aries very soon. And let's see. So I'm going to pull up another chart so we can show you the, ooh, show you the movement of that, because here we go. I'm only going to be using my Astro Gold software here. And I have it set to April 1st. We're going to go to April 11th when the sun and the moon, oops, wait a minute. Where's the moon? The moon isn't so. April 11th. The 19th. Oh, I'm so sorry. Good grief. All right, let's see. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, let's see here. On April 5th, we have a full moon. And yeah, we have April 5th. This, if you have, we're born at around 11:15, 11, 10, 11, yeah, around 11 o'clock. Let's see. If we move this in minutes, when does Cancer actually ingress into the ascendant? Oop. Okay. At about 11 o'clock or 10:59 or so in San Francisco. 10:56, 57 or so. Yeah. So if you have Cancer rising, this will be in your 10th house. There's, with all these planets, Sun, Chiron, Jupiter, all in your 10th house of career, reputation, how you actually, you will be seen as someone who is like, wants to do their own thing, take their time, not take their time, actually who wants to, like, maybe you want to be the head honcho, you want to be the one who you want to go to, that everyone wants to go to for answers, because you will have the wisdom, you'll have everything here to help others. And you know, actually your career could be in healing, some in a healing profession of some sort. Maybe you'll start well, you might write a blog or be writing some kind of writing something, because Mercury rules the third house of communication, and it's in the 11th house. So you might start something new, and it conjuncts the North Node. So something different, something new will come to into fruition, or you might think of something outside of the box. So yeah, actually, let's go back a day. Now, Venus was conjunct Uranus yesterday, March 30th. So it's, yeah, interesting. I missed that, but now we're doing that here. Yes, I had, as I was saying, I had so much to do yesterday and the day and last week. Um, so I'm doing this live right now, and with Pluto ingressed into Aquarius. So yeah, in the 9th house here, if you're Gemini rising. And let's see. Back to April. Let's go day by day. April for Gemini rising. We have all these planets in Aries starting March 1st in the sign of Aries, including Mercury. So, and then the third, whoops, stop. We got April 15th. Oh, April 15th, tax day. Not a good day to do taxes. Although, well, if you're Cancer rising, maybe. We got the moon in the 8th house, which is other people's money. And let's go back a day. Go back to the 2nd. Okay. So, and then let's go to the 3rd. Anything new? We have the moon in Virgo. Moon's in Virgo. Mars is still in Cancer, so might be very you know what? I'm having trouble with that. Thinking of very passive aggressive. Yes, with Mars in Cancer, people maybe become more passive aggressive because Mars does not like being in Cancer. It likes being in fire signs or air signs mostly, but when it's in a water sign, it just douses the fire in the individual, making them very passive. So yeah, And let's see, let's move on to April 4th. April 4th, April 5th. So Mercury went into, on April 3rd, Mercury moves into Taurus. Yeah. 10:56 or so, 10:56 or so, give or take a minute or two. uh, where and in San Francisco. All this is Pacific Standard Time or Pacific, yeah, Pacific PDT, Pacific Daylight Savings Time. Yes, since we are in daylight savings, yes. And then we go next day, the 4th, 5th. So the 5th, as I said, was the full moon in Libra. April 7th, the moon moves into Scorpio, right? Yes, on the 7th, the moon moves into Scorpio. So it's a very Martian energy, since the moon in Scorpio rules Mars, and it also rules the modern planet Pluto. But in my studies, Mars is still the ruler of Scorpio. And all these planets are ruled by Aries also. Or Mars, I'm sorry. All these planets, Chiron, the Sun, Jupiter, and this is the asteroid Vesta, which is the Vestal Virgin. So yeah. And then let's move on to the next day, the 8th. So on the 11th, April 11th, Venus moves into Gemini. And it trines Pluto. So intense emotion, intense, maybe your values may be intensified in some way or transformed. And it'll probably give you a boost of energy to get things done. Put your value, it may test your values in some capacity, which could be a good thing. I think that's a good thing. Values can always be tested, because the world's a changing and values change all the time. They do. So we will go on to the 13th, where we have the last quarter moon, and the moon is void, of course, until it moves into Aquarius. that it'll move into Aquarius and at that evening. And then in the morning, it'll be in Aquarius on Friday, the 14th. The 15th, the moon will move into Pisces. Let's do that in hours. So the moon will move into Pisces. Yeah. Saturday night. And then we can go to the next day, the 16th, Sunday the 16th. So actually these rising signs are moving on each day. So the same at 6 p.m. about we'll have Libra rising. All these planets will be in the 7th house. This is the vertex that has to do with I'll do a whole video on the vertex that has to do with their significant other, or actually the vertex is a little bit to do with relationships, but not 100%, because it depends on the houses that Mars is in and aspects to Mars. If it's a good thing, then yes. If it's not, then we'll look at something else, like at the 5th house or the 7th. And friendships, which is the 11th house. So yeah. Okay, now let's go. We're halfway through April, and Mercury's flying through halfway through Taurus already in April. April 18th. April 19th. April, whoops, no, 20, okay, let's go back some couple hours. Because the sun and the moon at 29 degrees of Aries. Yes, so the sun and the moon on the 19th at about 10, 9, 30, 10. Let's see, go minutes. The moon, oh, wait a minute. So, yeah, at night, 10th at around, yeah, 10:30 at night. On Wednesday, the 9th, April 19th, we have the exact new moon at 10:30, yeah, around 10:30, 31. Sorry. Oh God, nose is running. I don't know why, but so we have a new moon at 29 degrees, the anaretic degree. This is a very tense time for a new moon. A whole lot of new stuff coming on. A great time to, if you're Sagittarius rising, this is a great time to start a new venture, new project, new creative project, or to do start some kind of something new. It'll be more intense. And then later on that night, later on in the evening, the moon will be moving into Taurus. Will be bypassing the sun and moving into Taurus at 10:41. Okay. And then the next day, the 20th, the sun will be moving into Taurus, and it'll square Pluto. It'll square Pluto since it's 1, 2, 3 planets, 3 signs away. The moon is squaring Pluto at this time on the 19th. Then the sun will square exactly. This is an out of sign square, but yes. And then let's move on to the next day. Or actually, let's go hours because we're almost done with the 20th here. So we have, ta-da, April 20th in the morning. Or 19th, depending on where you are. If you're on the East Coast, it'll be still the 19th. No, I'm sorry. No, it'll be the 20th on the East Coast. 3 hours ahead. Okay. All right, Stephen. And then let's go to the 21st. April 21st. Taurus. Well, nothing has changed except the rising sign, but at these different times. So, yeah. Depending on your rising sign, this will be in any of these houses. Pluto will be in, if you're Sagittarius rising, it'll be in your third house. If you're Aquarius rising, you have Pluto in your moved into your first house. If you're Aquarius rising, could have Aquarius here. It'll be in the second house of the voice. Could be the house of resources and your money. The third house of communication, writing, short distance travel. You're what you're familiar to, your neighborhood, your anything that you would, yeah, it'd be your neighborhood, your children or siblings. I'm sorry, siblings. Children is the fifth house. Then we have the fourth house of home. Uh, your foundation, where your whole life is based on, because the fourth house is home, foundation, and where your roots, where you come from, your roots, and all that. This fifth house, as I said, is creativity, children, fun, anything that you find fun. The sixth house is routine, daily routines, health, taking care of your health and doing could be rituals also, like doing a health regimen, um, doing a like joining a um, if you want to join Weight Watchers, this would be a great time to do it if you have the sixth house as your that's prominent in your chart in any way. The seventh house is other people, contracts with others, marriage, partner. Doesn't have to be that person is, doesn't have to be a Leo in this case. This just represents your what you see in other people. Also, it's also a reflection of yourself. The seventh house that you don't see, things that you reflect, the other person reflects back to you. So yeah. Then we have the eighth house of other people's money and others' resources, the occult, and hidden thing. Actually, could be anything that's hidden from. Yeah, and then we have the ninth house of religion, philosophy, higher education, like college, and the third house is primary school and middle and high school. This is college and beyond. The 10th house is your public reputation, your career. This is the top of your chart where you are seen as an authority. The 11th house is groups, organizations, friends. The 12th house is all kinds of stuff there. And the 12th house is hidden enemies. And so yeah, actually with all that, let's get through the rest of April. April 27th. Neptune is at 26 degrees, so let's see, the 28th. And 29th. And then April 30th. And then May 1st. So not much is different. Actually, the planets haven't changed, right, except for the moon. But all the other planets are pretty much the same. Mercury is retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde on April 21st. Yes, so Mercury goes retrograde on the April 21st. And let's go a couple hours ahead because, ooh, Mercury will be retrograde at 15 degrees of Aries. I'm sorry, Taurus. Gemini is, Mercury is in Taurus. Retrograde. On April 21st. I think that's all that majorly goes, it will happen in April. That Mercury will be retrograde on the 21st. And March, in April, we see the sun partially in Taurus and Aries, and then move into Taurus on the 20th of April. So with that, I'll stop my share with that. And wow, actually that was a pretty cool run through of the what's going on in April. And that starts tomorrow. Tomorrow is April 1st already. Wow. And who knew? Wow, that's pretty good. All righty. And I think I will. So actually, if you are new here, please, hold on. All right. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had a package delivery. So with that, I'm going to pull some tarot cards. Actually, if you are new here, please like and subscribe. If you are here, please like this video, and I will see you next week. But first, I would like to do some tarot as usual for the month of April. March is over. The month of April. Let's see, the month of April. What will the energy be for this month of April? What will the energy of April bring? Ooh. Ooh, we have the Star card for the month of April. Wow. Your Aquarians, this is a card of Aquarius. So they have, yeah, see the water bearer is the Star card, almost. So, yeah. It'll be an unusual month, I think. It'll be fun too with April. Just and then what will we will have some justice. Wow, a lot of major arcana cards. And then money, wow, another major arcana card. The magician will have some money coming through. And then health. We have choices. We have choices to make. But remember, you are being watched over by the Archangel Gabriel, giving you, showing you the way, and that you will climb this mountain and you'll make the right, so you can make the right choice of where you want to go in April. And then spirit card, ooh, the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords for spirit. So something new. Actually, I would think that this is like um, some kind of new thought, a new perspective on something will come to you in this month. I think this is in regards to the new moon that we'll have on the 19th and 20th of April. I have a good feeling about this. This is like amazing. You'll have innovation with justice for, and then you'll have all the tools you'll need because the magician has everything here, and the infinity sign is over his head. We have a sword, we have a cup, we have a wand. We have a wand on the table too. So all the tools here for April, wow. And then you'll make the choices you make for this month will be guided. You will be watched, will be guided by Archangel Gabriel to help you decide which one to choose. And that choice will lead to a new project and something new coming to you. I love that. Wow. I really do like that a lot. And let's see here. What else do we want to do? So actually with Pluto in Aquarius, a lot of change will come this month, I think, to a lot of people. Choices will be made that will help. Yeah, actually, yeah, just as I said, actually, so with that, I will let you go. My name is Stephen the Jupiterian. I will see you next week. I do tarot and some astrology things here. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And good luck this month in April. And I'll see you next week. Have a good one. Bye, all.